yeah.
What's up, Spikes? Welcome back to Jim's Basement, Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. In the Eastern Hemisphere, this bit is getting old. Spike Feeders, world headquarters. We're the Spike Feeders. We're going to play some Magic. That's why you're here. First, before we play our Innistrad Remastered BREWS, I'd like to talk to you about GameGenic, our lovely sponsor of the channel. Deck boxes, boxes for your deck boxes, sleeves, play mats, non-Magic related gaming accessories, anything you could need and more. GameGenic, check out your LGS. If they don't have them, ask them nicely. Also, Rito Splendida. If you're in Winnipeg, that's when Phil's going to put up the addresses.
Oh, cool.
Or the Manitoba area, check them out. Great burritos. Usually we emphasize the queso or the green salsa, but obviously the burritos are delicious.
Splendido.
I didn't actually win the die roll, though. That was my good friend Jer.
Hi, Jerry here. I'm playing Kyler, Sigardian Emissary, a human who does things with humans encounters, and more humans encounters, and humans encounters, and humans encounters. Bill goes next.
He's not wrong. He's not wrong. Hey, everybody. I'm Bill. And today I'm going to be playing Edgar Markov, who's the de facto vampire dude. Eminence is, as we mentioned in the last episode, very just inherently balanced. So like, just a really good ability. Whenever I cast a vampire, I get an additional vampire. Just every time. Forever.
You have to pay one, though, like Anala, right? Or...
No, it is a 1/1. Oh. It's free. Yeah, it's free. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. He also like has text. I don't think that it will ever matter.
Oh, 6 mana. You're not casting that guy.
Exactly.
My commander does not cost 6 mana. It costs 4, 2 blue and a black for Wilhelt the Rot Cleaver. He's a zombie. He's going to make zombies with Decayed, and when non-decayed zombies die, he'll make more. And then I'll draw cards in my end step if I sacrifice a zombie, and if it's a non-decayed zombie, then I make a decayed zombie. And if it is a decayed zombie, I still get to draw a card, but it's a little sadder. And I'm going to go like this, and there's going to be a bunch of zombies, and then they're going to go, and all my friends are going to die.
That checks out. Hi, I'm Jerry, or Jan. Pick.
They both
I'm
have
playing,
J's.
yeah,
Yeah.
Tovolar, and I'm betting down, so my commander only costs 3, not 4, or 6, or humans. It is a human werewolf, so I'm half Jerry. So I'm going to play Tovolar, and then Tovolar, and then I'm going to spend the rest of the game trying to track day and night. Like a weird sort of sundial. Just nobody care what I'm doing. I'm not here to hurt anybody. I'm just tracking time.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I think it's about time that we crack into our GameGenic Sidekick Pros.
We're playing a multiplayer format, right?
Yeah.
All right, cool. I'm going to draw from
I can see.
That's great.
Like somebody else do it too, so he doesn't get a draw.
Me too.
Thanks. I'm going to do a Witch Blessed Meadow tapped.
Ooh.
Don't have to pay the 3 life. Go ahead, my friend.
I'm just going to play this mountain, and I'll pass.
I'll draw. I would like to be like my good friend Jerry and play a modal dual-faced card on the land side. This one's Agadim, the Undercrypt, and I will also not pay 3 life, so it'll enter tapped.
Nice.
Oh.
Go ahead.
I hope I don't draw 1 drop. I didn't.
Oh,
I'm gonna play
embarrassing.
this Stomping Ground, also tapped.
Okay.
Loser, untapped loser.
Untap.
Loser.
Draw a card. I'll play this Plains, and why don't you guys just ask me what it's like to have a perfect mana base? Arcane Signet.
He's ramping.
Go ahead.
Who would ever do that?
Who would ever have a perfect mana base? Not Jerry.
Or ramp.
I'm going to play Dragon Skull Summit.
Hey, that enters play untapped.
Ask me.
Shut up.
Then
You don't have white, idiot.
Then I'm going to play this Talisman of Hierarchy. May you now ask me what it's like.
No.
Okay, I'm going to pay a life for a black, and I'm going to cast this Indulgent Aristocrat, which comes with a friend thanks to the Eminence ability. So I'm at 49, and I will pass the turn.
39. Don't gain 9.
I'm at 800 life. You can't kill me.
Out of reach. I will untap and draw. Something. Perfect mana base. Demir Signet. Thought.
How demure of you.
I mean, I didn't want to say it, but
Very
like, I
mindful.
started with a perfect mana base.
Whoa.
I'd like to play a mountain, and I would also like to ramp.
Arcane Signet.
So I'm going to cast a Nature's Lore.
That is
to
not
get
Arcane
a
Signet.
forest.
His is better than ours.
I mean, mine was pretty good.
Yeah, but ours,
Yeah, I was
can
gonna
be-
say-
ours are artifacts. They can be destroyed.
His sorcery can be destroyed on the stack with a counterspell.
Not after I've picked up my library, Jerry. And continuing my perfect mana base, I will get a mountain forest.
I don't
So crazy.
think that enters play tapped.
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
Cinderglade enters the battlefield tapped unless you control 2 or more basic lands.
Basic. Like,
Stomping Ground's a basic land type.
Reading the card explains the card.
Jared doesn't know how to read.
And on that happy note, Jerry,
I'm going to take my turn.
Do it.
Untap, upkeep, draw, land. I'm
genius.
so good at this card game they call Magic the Gathering. I'm going to tap white and a green to play a Biophagus. That's how you pronounce it. I looked it up. I will then tap Arcane Signet for a green and a white, and I will play a Rampant Growth.
You may.
Off this Rampant Growth that I have cast. Forest. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that.
Look at that.
Look at that.
Look at that. Put it there.
Go ahead.
All right. I'll untap.
Timna blocks.
Upkeep.
So true.
who's playing Timna?
Draw. I'm going to play Minas Tirith tapped as my land for the turn. If I had a legendary creature, it would come in untapped, but say Livy.
You're legendary enough. Untap it, bud.
That's cheating.
Jerry told me I can, actually. Jerry told me I can. I'm going to tap my Talisman of Hierarchy for a white. So I'll take another damage going to 38.
Race to 0.
And then the remainder here, this Dragon Skull Summit is a black. I'll cast Etchings of the Chosen. As it enters, I
Humans.
choose a creature type, Vampire.
Oh.
Creatures of the I control of the chosen type get +1/+1, and then I can pay 1 and sack a creature of the chosen type to give target creature I control indestructible until end of turn.
Not Shroud.
Indestructible.
Feels
Now,
bad.
these
for
guys
us.
are
2/2s.
2/2s. So I will.
1/3.
Just hit him with both.
He's
Attack with both.
an
Shut him up.
impenetrable wall.
I'm gonna attack Jerry with both my
Yeah, there
creatures.
you go.
I'm going to block specifically the one with lifelink.
Yeah, you got it. I'll gain 2 life and go to 40.
Change places. Jared to 38, Bill back to 40.
Yep.
And then I will pass the turn.
Untap.
Unmark the damage.
Draw. Jerry's been playing too much Arena or something. He's become a pedantic ass bag. It's crazy. I will play this Swamp as my land for a turn. I'll pay 4 for my 4 mana commander, as previously mentioned. Wilhelt, the Rot Cleaver. Whenever another zombie I control dies, if it didn't have Decayed, I make a 2/2 with Decayed, and at the beginning of my end step, I may sack a zombie. If I do, draw a card. Move to my end step. I'll pass the turn.
Powerful.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tap.
4 mana,
Sending
draw
a
1
message.
card.
Yeah. All right. I feel like I need to play stuff now.
You may.
So I will continue to play these like blue-green lands. Then I will also cast my commander.
Ooh.
He's got 1 mana
Tovolar.
available.
Tovolar, Dire Overlord, is
Toblerone.
a human werewolf. Whenever a wolf or werewolf I control deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. At the beginning of my upkeep, if I control 3 or more wolves and or werewolves, it becomes night. Then transform any number of human werewolves you control, and it is daybound.
Oh, your favorite mechanic and mine. Here it is.
Yeah.
Phil might do something with that.
Yeah, or
not.
not.
I hope he just lets
I
us.
hope he just I hope he doesn't even cut to face cams.
Just a hand floating over the board.
Yeah, and I will pass.
Untap, upkeep, draw land. I'm so bad at this card game.
Nice.
I knew that.
You didn't have to tell us that, actually.
Yeah.
Results.
I'm gonna tap a green and a white to play this Metallic Mimic. I'm going to choose
Werewolves.
humans.
Tyranids.
Tyranids.
Ooh, wizards.
I'm gonna tap Biophagus for a green, and a white to play a Champion of Lampolt. This one,
Oh, that's actually really good.
Oh, God.
this one is a human.
Yeah.
ETBs with a +1/+1 counter because of Metallic Mimic. Oh, Biophagus, ETBs with 2 +1/+1 counters.
My commander already can't block.
I would then like to move to combat. They both have Summoning Sickness. Go ahead, Bill.
Tell me more. Tell me more. Like, did they have summoning sickness?
Say my name, say my name.
Bill.
Draw a card, draw a card.
Okay.
I'm going to play Sundown Pass as my land for the turn. It enters
Does
the
that
battlefield
affect
tapped.
Daybound?
You heard him. He said pass his turn.
Sunbound, pass. Then I'm going to move to combat, and
Sundown.
I am going to attack with both of these.
Jerry.
Yeah, I think I'm going to attack. I'm going to attack Jerry with the lifelink one, and I'm going to attack Elliot with the vampire token.
He's feeling kooky. He's feeling crazy. I'm scared of my 3/3 somehow trading with your 2/2, so I will not block.
I will not block.
Ooh, even better.
38, 36, build to 42.
Amazing. I am going to activate Ministerith because I've attacked with 2 or more creatures this turn. I will draw a card. I'm going to pay a red to cast this Falcon Wrath Pit Fighter, which will give me a vampire as well. So this one is 1 in a red, discard a card, sacrifice a vampire, draw 2 cards, activate only if an opponent has lost life this turn.
Ooh, daddy.
Then I shall pass the turn.
Alrighty. I will untap. I will draw. I will play Sunken Hollow. It will enter untapped because I control 2 or more basic lands. The answer is 2. And then I think I have to take it a little slow this turn, but I'm assembling an engine. So I will go black for this Relentless Dead. This is a real nice one. It's a 2/2 with Menace. When it dies, I may pay black. If I do, return it to its owner's hand. And when it dies, I may pay X. If I do, return another target zombie creature card with mana value X from my graveyard to the battlefield.
That's a good one.
I'm going to move to my end step. I will sacrifice the Relentless Dead. If I do draw a card, trigger the Relentless Dead. I will pay a black and return it to my hand.
Wow.
Wow.
Engine online. Oh yes, another zombie I control died, so it did not have Decayed, and I make a 2/2 with Decayed. So it cannot block, and when it attacks, I sack it at the end of combat.
Nice.
Engine online. Go ahead.
All right, moment on tap. Draw a card. I want to play this Bonder's Enclave. Untapped. I should cast something. Or I could make it nighttime.
No.
I'm going to cast the Village Watch.
Whoa.
They are also daybound. They are a human werewolf with haste.
Ooh.
They're a 4/3.
4/3.
I'm going to make an educated attack because I'm pretty sure Jerry's not trading his champion or sacking his mimic. And if he attacks me over Bill, then that's just a decision Jerry would make. I'd like to move to combat. I'd like to offer Jerry my Village Watch for his champion.
I will not take this trade.
Figured.
Trade deal declined. 32.
A wolf or werewolf I control dealt combat damage to a player.
I should have blocked.
Mamma mia!
Yeah, just going to pass the turn.
Okay. All right. Untap. Upkeep.
You got effects in your upkeep? No, you don't.
Draw.
Don't lie to me.
Don't lie to me.
I will tap 3 mana. I will play a Great Henge.
Oh, yeah. Okay, cool. Really, really cool. Really sweet.
I will then tap Great Henge for 2 green, gaining 2 life. I will tap Witch Blessed Meadows for a white, and I will play an Orzhov Advocist.
Uh-oh.
It's back.
So that is a human, ETB with a +1/+1 counter. And Champion of Lamholt is going to get a +1/+1 counter. And also it's going to enter play with a +1/+1 counter because the Great Henge has another line of test. Whenever a non-token creature enters the battlefield under control, put a +1/+ counter and draw a card. I'm going to play this Plains as land for turn. Oh,
You got there.
Orzhov Advocist states at the beginning of my upkeep, each player may put 2 +1/+1 counters on a creature they control. If a player does, creatures that player controls can't attack me or a planeswalker I control until my next turn. I will then tap green and a white using Biophagus.
He's just mixing it up now. He's getting custom with it.
I will play a Conclave Mentor. So Conclave Mentor will ETB with a +1/+1 counter because of the Great Henge. Champion of Lamholt gains a counter. I draw a card, and
Oh, it also enters with one from the...
with one from the Biophagus.
I think it's actually going to be officially 3 because the Great Henge is a trigger that happens when the creature enters. So it will see itself.
Sure.
Conclave. Combat. Bill. I'm going to 7 you.
You're going to 7 me.
Correct.
Is Metallic Mimic's just a 2/1?
It can't block.
Right. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Idiot.
I think I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna pay a life for a black.
Oh no.
I'm joking. It's actually a white.
Okay.
I'm gonna go to 41 and I'm gonna Swords to Plowshares. Your
Metallic Mimic.
champion of Lambholt.
It's never Path to Exile.
I'm gonna be so incredibly sad.
You gain
Exiled, gain 5, go to 39.
I should then probably block this Metallic Mimic.
Yes.
It's very good.
Absolutely.
So I'm gonna throw this vampire in front of it.
Metallic Mimic dies, and Jerry's board went from okay.
Brother, you still got this Great Henge.
Shut up.
Fair play.
He's right.
Fair play.
He's right.
If you can't dish it, you can't. Or if you can't take it, don't dish it. Right.
You can't.
If you can't stop running, then you don't stop.
Pass the turn.
That was uncomfortable.
I'm not having a good time.
Having a bad time. Having a bad time.
All right. I've untapped my permanents and I will draw a card.
You're welcome, by the way. I took his removal spell.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
I think I'm gonna do something a little wacky kooky.
Just gonna cast like Damnation.
No.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna play this Luxury Suite,
That's pretty good.
which comes into play untapped.
I might. I'm not feeling too hot.
I might. This
Just want to go home.
I'm going to pay 4 here, 2 black, and tap an untapped vampire I control. To cast New Blood, gain control of target creature. Change all text of that creature by replacing the instances of one creature type with vampire. I'm going to target Tovolar, Dire Overlord. I'm going to change all instances of werewolf to vampire. So now he reads, whenever a wolf or vampire I control deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. I'm going to move to combat. I'm going to attack Jan for 2 and Elliot for 3 with my Falconwrath Pitfighter and Indulgent Aristocrat, respectively.
Yep.
So I'm going to gain 2.
I go to 35. Jan goes to 38. You go to 44. No, 43.
43. And I will draw 2 cards from Tovolar. I'm going to tap Talisman of Hierarchy for a black and this Sundown Pass for a red. Going to 42. 42. I'm going to cast Vampire Socialite, which will trigger Edgar Markov, make a vampire. This is a 2/2 with Menace. When it enters the battlefield, if an opponent lost life this turn, put a +1/+1 counter on each other vampire I control. And then as long as an opponent lost life this turn, each other vampire I control enters the battlefield with an additional +1/+1 counter on it. So because both you and Jan lost life, these are going to get counters. This
I thought I was the counter deck.
Not
no.
anymore.
Play and Tovolar, join the party. Swap this out here,
Party.
and then I'm just gonna pass the turn.
All right.
That's all I got.
Oh, that's all.
What you got, Elliot?
I'll untap.
I bet you he makes a zombie this turn.
I betcha. I'll draw.
Yeah.
I would love to draw anything but lands, but I will play the swamp.
I bet you drew a land.
I will cast
Relentless
Relentless Dead.
He's back.
And then I will pay 3
He's so relentless.
to cast Zombie Master. So other zombies, other zombie creatures, anybody's, have Swamp Walk, and then other zombies have Black Regenerate this permanent. Then I'll go to combat. Bill does not have a swamp.
Interesting.
I do not control a swamp.
It's a tragedy. I will not attack, I suppose. And I will move to my end step, trigger Wilhelt, sacrifice the Relentless Dead, draw a card, make another Decayed zombie, and then the Relentless Dead trigger, pay a black to return it to my hand.
The engine.
Go ahead.
So, Bill's the problem, right?
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I needed to play a swamp. Pretty bad.
I got some bad news for you.
Pretty bad.
Play a Carplusion Forest and let's cast a Weaver of Blossoms.
Hey, Daybound.
Yep, Daybound.
It remains daytime.
Remains daytime. All right, go ahead, Jared.
Untap, upkeep, draw. Okay. All right. Okay.
You have an effect in your upkeep, actually.
In my upkeep, each player may put 2+1/+1 counters on a creature they control. If you do, that creatures you guys control that can't attack me until my next turn.
That's sure what that card says. Yep. Bill, are you going to put 2+1/+1 counters on a creature?
On the Vampire Socialite, baby.
I will put mine on Wilhelt, the Rot Cleaver.
Village Watch.
Orzhov Advocist. I will then proceed to the rest of my turn and draw a card. 2 green, going to 41.
Yep.
And then I would like to pay quite a bit of mana. We'll go white. So 2 green and a white, that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I would like to cast Final Showdown with a couple of modes, a couple of costs. So I'm going to choose a creature I control. It gains indestructible until end of turn, and destroy all creatures.
Okay.
I'm going to choose Advocist and destroy all your creatures.
Unfortunate.
I don't have anything to do to that.
Me neither.
I suppose that's fine. You can have your commander back, Jan.
Conclave Mentor dies. I'm going to gain 5 life.
True. Wilhelt does see the Zombie Master die, so I will end with a decayed zombie in play.
Also, I will say, for my Orzhov Advocist trigger, I forgot to do the extra +1/+1 from Conclave Mentor.
Breaking
Got
parity.
it. Comments.
Okay, I feel a little more comfortable. Just a little, not a lot.
As one does when they board wipe, I suppose. Yeah.
I would then like to tap 3 mana and play out a Devout Chaplain. ETBs with a counter, and I draw a card.
Yep.
So this just reads tap and tap 2 untapped humans I control, so 3 humans total for you at home. Exile target artifact or enchantment.
That's pretty good.
Combat.
Ooh, sure.
Yeah.
Bill. 6 ya.
I'll take 6.
36.
36.
How?
My guy had lifelink.
Oh,
Sure did.
lifelink. Go ahead.
All right. I'll untap. And I'll drop.
It's a much different landscape than it was a little while ago.
I'm going to play this Fabled Passage, and then I'm going to immediately crack it and search for a basic land. I'm going to find this Plains.
Ooh.
I'm going to put it into play.
Good choice.
I'm going to tap 2 for this Arcane Signet. And then, because I have 6 mana, even with the Arcane Signet, this is going to be a colorless this time. I'm not going to pay life into it. I'm going to cast my commander, Edgar Markov.
Yep.
He is alone and sad. And for that, he is angry. So he will be moving to combat and attacking Elliot for what ends up being 5.
6.
Oh, 6. Apologies.
I will take 6.
I only wanted the counter, and I wanted to attack Jerry really bad.
Oh yeah, don't
Yes.
worry.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna kill you.
After that, I'm done. I'll pass to you.
I'll untap. I'll draw for my turn. I would like to play a swamp.
Swamp. Swamp.
I do have 6 to replay the Wilhelt this turn. I will, in fact, pay 6, recast Wilhelt, the Rot Cleaver. He's back.
Guess who's back?
Back again. And then, as my good friend Jerry so kindly pointed out, I still have 1 mana left over here to cast a 1-drop Retrofitted Transmogrant. This is a 1/1 artifact creature zombie, and it has 3 and a black. Return it from my graveyard to the battlefield, tapped with 2 +1/+1 counters on it.
That's pretty good.
I also can't attack Jerry, hey? That's embarrassing. I'm gonna keep this stupid decayed zombie for a little bit longer, I think, because the attack is not great currently. So I will move to my end step. I will sacrifice the Retrofitted Transmogrant, make a 2nd decayed zombie, and draw a card.
Nice.
That's how that works.
That's it. I also can't attack Jerry.
Okay.
Just so that we're all...
Posterity's sake.
I don't have any creatures.
We're fools. We all said yes, and then he board wiped us.
Awful.
I'm going to play this Forest. I would also like to recast my commander, who is no longer a vampire.
But is a werewolf.
He got cured.
He got better. He got better. Walked it off. Yeah, and then pass the turn, because everything in my deck costs 1 million.
Yeah, because they're all huge
Yeah.
red and green dudes.
the old Gruul special.
I ramped and have not missed a land drop and still
Untap, upkeep, Orzhov Advocist. Anyone want to put some counters? I know I do.
Decline.
Decline.
Wow.
I got nothing. I got a one. I'm playing one creature a turn, Bill. What am I supposed to do?
I'm gonna put
attacking
mine on
Jared.
Draw a card for turn. I am going to tap Great Henge, gain 2 life. Go to 40.
43.
No, I'm up to 48 now.
Oh, right. You gained a bunch from the
Yes.
conclave.
Yeah, so 48.
That's true.
And then white, green. Kyler, Sigardian Emissary.
Yep.
So whenever another human enters the battlefield under control, put a counter on it. It ETBs with a counter due to the Great Henge, and I draw a card.
Oh god, there's so many.
I am then going to tap a white and play little known human Esper Sentinel.
We actually knew that was a human.
From last time.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
cool.
played it last game.
Yeah.
So
is
who
bad for
asked?
This is extremely bad.
It's really, really bad. It's going to be a 2-2.
So I
gonna be
have
bigger than that.
a few
Kyler.
triggers. Put a trigger on Esper Sentinel for the Great Henge, draw a card. Trigger on Kyler. Counter. Cool. Cool. I'm going to tap 3, and I'm going to play Realm Walker. So it's Changeling. We got a few triggers, so let's get the cast trigger. Or sorry, there is the only... Oh, there are ETB triggers. So as Realm Walker enters the battlefield, choose a creature type, humans. I may look at the top card of my library at any time, and I may cast creature spells of the chosen type from the top of my library. Now we have the ETB trigger. So ETB, Kyler gets another lovely little counter. Realm Walker gets a counter, and I draw a card.
At least the conclave mentor died.
Yeah, I was gonna say, and the metallic mimic.
Yeah.
Yes.
That board, that turn hurt, but not as much as I plan to hurt your families.
Oh my goodness, Jerry! I took the counters. Leave me alone.
So true.
You know what? Okay.
Attack him, actually.
Move to combat. Bill?
Nice knowing you, pal.
Swing at you for 9.
Yep.
Just 9?
Yeah, just 9.
You don't attack with the other thing?
27.
Best turn.
Oh, the other thing can destroy artifacts or enchantments.
Exile.
Exile them even. So cool.
Untap. And hopefully draw a vampire.
Your guy's 6 and has
7.
first strike.
7 and
You
first
know?
strike.
First strike.
He can exile this in response to the attack.
Still 6.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
actually-
can block it with my 8/8. Or I mean,
That's
no.
No, I can't.
I'm going to pay 3 and cycle this Savai Triome to draw a card.
Can I look at the top of other players' libraries?
You can't.
Oh.
Not legally, but like if you do, I don't know how many people will just
Illegally, yes.
Yeah.
I'm going to play this Blood Crypt tapped as my land for the turn.
Swamp.
It's a swamp. You're welcome. I'm going to move to combat and attack Jerry. Trigger Edgar Markov. Put a counter on him. He is currently a 7/7 with first strike.
Coming at you.
No blocks.
Whoa, he's crazy. He's crazy with it.
If you can get to 21, I'm just judging that you can't do 21.
That would be
It's
sick.
closer than you might think, but that's fine. You'll take 7.
41.
7 Edgar.
7
that
Edgar
almost
damage.
went bonkers.
Then I will pass the turn. That's all I got.
Did you cast a spell?
I did not.
Oh,
It's nighttime.
I did not, and I cannot.
Nice.
It's nighttime.
Oh no!
He becomes Kessig Wolfrun.
Yes, he becomes Tovolar Keswick Wolfrun.
That's his name. Don't wear it out. I will untap. I guess, sorry, yeah. I did untap, and then that happens in my upkeep or whatever, right? All right. Draw. I will play another swamp. And then I've got a pretty good one here, hoping to contend with Jerry's guys getting super huge. A Champion of the Perished.
Oh.
This is a 1/1 zombie that says whenever another zombie ETB is under my control, put a +1/+1 counter on it.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Then I'd like to cast some zombies, probably.
Maybe.
I've got 2 mana for a Relentless Dead.
That's the first time I've seen that one.
Trigger.
Yep.
And then I've got, do this correctly, 1 blue into blue black, and then a second black. Cemetery Reaper. This makes other zombies I control get +1/+1, and I can pay 2 black, tap it, exile target creature card from a graveyard, and make a 2/2 black zombie creature token. Trigger. Then, currently I still don't think I'm attacking Jerry, even though the Decayed guys are 3/3s now, because he's got a billion of billions. Yeah. So I will just move to the end step. Trigger Wilhelt. It'll sacrifice the Relentless Dead, which will make another Decayed zombie. I will draw a card. The Relentless Dead will trigger. I will pay a black to return it to my hand, and 1 to return the retrofitted Transmogrant to the battlefield. It's not even tapped, so it'll enter untapped. It'll make another counter on the champion.
From the Decayed zombie.
Yes, I should have. You are correct.
I thought I was the counters deck.
You said that already this game.
Yeah, you said that already.
That's my end step. Yeah.
I feel like does that come in with, no, because you're, all right, cool. I think it's daytime again.
Yes, I did
scary.
cast 3 spells.
Oh, I'm
Scary.
awake, guys. I'm awake.
Lights
What did I
on.
miss? What did I miss?
Beginning my upkeep, do I control 3 or more wolves? No.
No.
All right,
1.
draw a card.
Oh my goodness.
I'll play this mountain. Don't at me in the comments. I would like to draw a card without giving Jerry a card. So I'm going to attack Bill for 5.
Yeah. No blocks.
Okay.
22.
I will draw a card.
5 Tovolar damage.
It somewhat paid off.
Nice.
Well, like, I mean, in the sense, I will cast this Hound Tamer. It is daytime.
Back to day, baby.
It was already day, Jerry. That's why it is a Hound Tamer.
Back today, gone tomorrow. That's what I will say.
Yeah, I've heard you say that a bunch, actually.
And then I will also tap another 3 to cast a Daybreak Ranger, which is an OG flavor of Werewolf. So
I like that card.
Good for me.
Good for you.
More things to catch. Then Outlake's Bastard.
End of your turn. I would like to tap Devout Chamberlain and 2 other humans I control to exile that.
You got it.
I can't stop you.
Oh, my artifact creature zombie.
I do not want to do my Esper Sentinel.
Okay.
You sure?
Untap,
Smart.
upkeep, upkeep. Orzhov Advocist. I'm going to put 2 counters on Kyler.
Decline.
I will also decline.
If I survive, I'm attacking you.
Well, I was going to let you live, Bill, but
If I survive, I'm attacking you.
I would like to play this command tower for turn. Unfortunate. But you know what they say, the friends are the family we made along the way.
Huh?
I've never heard a single person say that, actually.
I'm going to make some space because we have some stuff going to happen.
Uh-huh.
How many creatures do you all have?
1.
Oh, God.
He's got the thing.
Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Oh,
7.
This is like almost
I have 3.
certainly a game shot. But
So 10,
10
11.
total.
So
11 if you want to strive it 3 times or twice.
I'm going to tap a white and a white to flash in this Cathar Commando.
Whoa. So flashed.
so fast.
Trigger, so counter on Kyler, counter on Cathar.
Draw a card.
Draw a card. Look at the top card. 2 green, gain
You
2.
held it up to my eyes.
Yeah, it's true.
2 green, gain 2 life, go to 43. Forest in a plains. I'm going to flash in this slippery bog bonder. Trigger.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Trigger Great Henge. Draw card, count. All right, I knew what that was.
Yep.
Draw card, counter. Human. Counter.
Uh-huh.
Hexproof token.
I don't think we
I have a recommendation. Kyler reads for each counter on Kyler.
Yeah.
Yep.
So if you give a
Yep.
hexproof counter, then yeah.
It's another one.
Yeah.
Hexproof.
Uh-huh.
There's also another small fact
Uh-huh.
that this card reads.
Oh no.
Then move any number of counters from among creatures you control onto that creature.
Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
So this is 4, so that puts it to 5,
Oh my god.
6, 6, and 1.
So all of his creatures are getting plus 19 plus 19.
20 because of the,
Oh, the hexproof counter.
counter.
You're right.
I'm going to tap 3 mana. I'm going to play this Call the Coppercoats, targeting Elliot. I'm going to choose target Elliot. So how many creatures do you have, Elliot?
7. Sure is 7.
I get 7 humans. Oh, trigger.
7 more.
7 more counters. So we get another 6, and this goes to 2. Unfortunately, they are tokens.
What does that mean?
So unfortunate.
So he doesn't get to draw 8 to 7 cards.
Oh, no.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I'd like to move to combat.
I'm sure you do.
Yeah.
I'll like to move to combat. Bill, hexproof.
Okay.
Yeah, that one has
Everything else goes at Elliot because my good friend Jan took a counter, and I appreciate him as a human being.
So all of your things are getting plus...
So this is a total of 24, 26, 27 counters.
all right, and I'm at 29, so I assume I have to block literally everything.
You can take one of them. You can take the Esper Sentinel.
You're actually true. Yeah, so true.
You'll go to one.
I guess before we go into the blocks, is there any
Any
effects on attack?
I would like to metagame this and tell Phil to bring up the card Entrapment Maneuver. Target attacking player sacrifices an attacking creature, and I make X 1/1s where X is the toughness of the creature sacrificed this way.
Oh my goodness.
Is that what you're about to cast?
No. I am extremely dead.
Oh my god, that would
So
have been the
I'm
greatest thing
not
ever.
blocking.
That's next level Inkling Shield.
Yeah. He even has blockers, right? Does it even matter? I don't know. I will block with 3 of my 4 things.
And take the Esper Sentinel, which is only 28.
Yes. Go to 1. Wilhelt sees both of these die, so I make 2 additional zombies, decayed zombies, which grow the champion a little bit.
He's alive.
Very technically. Very technically.
All right.
Oh no.
I would like to proceed to my second main phase.
Stop that. It's not funny.
Go
I've got
ahead.
work in the morning.
Okay.
I'll untap. Yep. Draw.
Yeah, I'll accept the draw.
Thanks.
Okay, you heard him. Draw.
I will play this Murkwater Pathway on its Murkwater Pathway side. And then you've seen a couple of these things before, but here we go. I've got Relentless Dead.
Gosh, so relentless.
So relentless. +1/+1 counter on the champion. And then, this one you haven't seen before, actually. I've got Hordewing Scab. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is a 5-mana 3/3 with flying, and other zombies I control have flying. And whenever 1 or more zombies I control deal combat damage to 1 or more of your opponents, I may draw cards equal to the number of opponents dealt damage this way. If I do, discard that many cards. Trigger. And then the only other thing I can do is that kills me. Yep, that kills me. So I cannot do it. I will go to combat. I'm attacking Jerry with all of these. So it's 5 2/2s and a 9/9 with flying.
19.
I will take 19 and go to 24.
All right. They deal combat damage, so I draw 1 card and discard 1 card. It'll be this
Relentless Dead?
No. This Undead Augur, which is the card that would have killed me because I also have to sacrifice these at the end of combat.
Yes.
Unfortunately. And that's my turn.
Okay.
Go, Jan Rangers.
What other
You can't even attack him.
5 minutes?
He took the counters.
That's crazy.
That's why I left him alive.
So, to begin my upkeep, I have 3 werewolves.
Oh,
Hey.
Yeah, so now it's what, nighttime?
You can kill me, brother. I don't know if it helps anybody, but you can kill me if you need to. I'm on team anybody but Jer.
Well, I mean, just draw 3 cards.
I
might
think-
draw
I mean-
3 Blasphemous Axe.
Yeah.
That's the thing that's in this deck, right?
There you go.
Aaron?
It's so funny. Blasphemous Act does nothing here.
So I need
3 of them does.
Oh,
Three of them
three
do.
of them, yes,
3 of them
absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to attack Elliot with my 3 wolves that have trample.
Oh, they all have trample
all have
anyway.
trample,
Hey? Yeah, so I could block and still die. Still, you draw 3 cards, so doesn't matter. Yep.
Yay!
I'm out of here.
1.
Jan.
Anybody but Jerry. Anybody but Jerry. Which is only Jan now.
Well, none of these cards say kill target Jerry, so I think that means I'm probably dead.
Think so. Yeah, I guess we can take it straight to the post-game wrap-up then. I played that deck last game and wanted to have that rollout, but my stuff kept dying instead, so I couldn't keep Kyler in play because this thing costs 5 the
This
first
costs
time.
5, yeah.
You just got to give it hexproof.
Giving it a hexproof was a good call. My engine was cool here, but way too slow compared to everything else that was happening. A couple of cool cards I wanted to point out was this Hordewing Scab. I was amassing a pretty large dude and a bunch of decayed zombies. I was hoping to be able to attack a bunch of people like out of nowhere by giving them flying. Would have been cool. And then the other one that was in my hand is this Plague Belcher, which says whenever another zombie you control dies, each opponent loses 1 life. So again, if I have like this huge army of decayed zombies, they attack with flying, deal 2 to whoever they hit, and then sacrifice themselves, and everybody loses a life for each of them. But didn't get there. Relentless dead, too slow.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Werewolves cost so much mana.
Yeah.
So much mana. Also, like, defecting to Team Vampire.
Oh, that was a big moment.
That
for
was
sure.
really good. That New Blood had a bunch of
That-
extremely good targets, actually.
That destroyed me, like, morality-wise.
That's
I didn't even care.
And mortally wise.
Suck. Get out of here. I don't even want you to win the game.
that was the intended
Tovolar,
effect, so I'm very glad to hear that.
Dire traitor.
I was hoping Aaron was the one to brew these decks. I was hoping that he had included like a blasphemous edict or something. Sacrificing 13 creatures, you had 14, so you would have been able to keep. I mean, like the Kyler, but then he gets rid of everything else, so maybe that's relevant. I did have 3 active board wipes that would have helped. I did not draw any of them, but I was also somewhat hoping that Jerry would just like randomly leave me alive because all I had was this Edgar, because the last card in my hand other than the swamp that I drew on the last turn was this Akroma's Will that I could have main phased and then attacked him for 14 after hitting him for 7.
I am glad I killed Bill.
Yeah, prudent.
I had a real good rollout. Would have won a turn sooner if the champion stayed around because unblockable. Thanks, Bill. However, I will just say I think the only reason this deck did that well is the Great Henge, which is just everything in
Card's kinda not
any
okay.
type of deck.
Yeah. A lot of words on that card.
A lot of words and a lot of draws. They fueled into the late game board with Kyler, and then randomly the bog something or other.
Putting all of the like the
Moving-
second line of text there, right?
Moving everything onto there and then doing the strive to get a bunch of 28/28s as blockers even for the next turn while dealing damage is insane.
So Jerry also doesn't realize how important that Boggle was, because if he hadn't put all the counters on Kyler, I could have Chandra's Ignition for 10, killing the Kyler, which then would have killed all of his other creatures.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, if you want to not get your creatures chain reactioned, put them in Game Genic products, sleeves, deck boxes. You can keep them safe in there. We love Game Genic, and you should too. So check them out. Another thing you should check out: Burrito Splendido if you're in the Winnipeg or Manitoba area. That's when Phil puts up the.
There's only 5 locations though, not 20.
Yeah. All right. Burrito Splendido, great burritos, great queso, great green salsa if you like dipping chips in things.
Dip your burrito
Check 'em out.
in it too. Just
Oh, that's so true. I might go eat another burrito after this. But before I do, we'd also like to thank our patrons. You'll see their names here. If you'd like to join them, check out the link in the description. There's the tier descriptions down there about how you can get your name there if you would like it. Or if not, you can also just join our Discord, chat with us and all the other cool folks there. And we will catch you in the next one.